Welcome everyone to Gentle Movement. My name is Chris, and thank you for joining us. You can join us every Thursday at 10:45 Eastern time to 11:45, and we do gentle movement. And hopefully you'll be able to join us if you're watching this on YouTube. Please join us live Thursdays, and I hope you enjoy what we do, get something out of it. Please leave suggestions and comments in the chat and or comment box, like us on Facebook and Twitter and all the fun places, Instagram, you can find us. msfocus.org is our website if you have any services that you need. Please don't hesitate to contact us to get our magazine or anything else, any way we can support you. So thank you guys so much. All right, let's begin with just closing our eyes, putting our hands on our knees, taking a nice deep breath in and out. I like to rock back and forth a little bit and then kind of find my spot and lift up my head, and nice exhale, nice comfortable spot, but that can change as well, obviously, depending on where you're at. Inhale and exhale. And I'm just going to start moving my shoulders up and down and side to side, just nice and gentle shrugs. Nice deep breath in, shrug up, and just let them drop. And as you do it naturally, your hands are going to slide to the side and eventually let them drop down. And we're just going to do a couple things with our shoulders to get warmed up. Very simple, shake our arms out. Even though it's gentle movement, we can get a little warmed up. So we want to make sure that we don't just start doing big movements, right? So let's just start with our hands and twisting our hands, shoulder shrugs, things that make us feel good, shaking it out, bringing our hands out in front of us, like we're zombies or Frankenstein or something like that. And so we just want to have the webs of our fingers open as wide as we can and close them back softly and widen them out. And close them back softly. You can have your hands flat. Try not to have them down like this. Maybe have them up. And you can even, if being up here is too much right now, we can also go to the side and be right here and just start moving around slowly and back. And warm up by playing the piano. Thumbs. We're going to use our thumbs. Make sure we hit all the good notes, go up and down the piano. Side to side. Looking over to our side. And all the way around. And all the way around. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. As we go a little bit deeper. And exhale. And back to the center. And rotate our wrists. I'm going to start moving my legs at the same time. And rotate. And our shoulders. Start rotating these as well as we do our hands. I know it looks weird, but we want to get all the muscles moving all at once in our arms and shoulders. And you can keep walking if you'd like. and just eventually where we're winding up, bigger and bigger movements. All right. And let's focus on our feet for a second. So we're just gonna lift up and start going a little bit faster. Go, but stretch out the toes, and go a little faster. If it's okay, sometimes this is tricky. If you want to put your, if you have shoes on, this is a little bit easier. And just put the tip of your toe, let the shoe do the work, and then just push your foot forward to stretch out this area. You do one side and the other side. Just back and forth. If you don't, you have shoes, you can just lay your toe gently on the ground and kind of press down. This will also activate your knee a little bit as well. Take a nice deep breath in as we do it. We just do one at a time. Just very gentle. Nothing too hard. I'm going to walk a little bit more. I'll try to find a space next week where I'm not backlit. I was hoping this wouldn't be so backlit, but because the sun's over there, but the clouds are over here. Yeah. And a little faster. And if you want, put your arms on the side like you're walking. Kind of fast, not too fast. Keep our chest up, keep our chin up. Very good. I'm going to rotate my ankle. So I'm going outside and then inside. You can go slow. Sometimes I go fast because I feel if I go a little bit faster, it might help put it back into place a little bit quicker. That's not always right either. We can go slow inside and outside. Inside and outside. Like that. I'll put my foot out so I can stretch the back of my knee, right? And have my toe up and just have my leg out. I'll adjust the camera so you can see. Just like this. Move one foot flat. I move a little bit closer to the edge of my chair, and if you want a little bit deeper, you can stay here. We're going to flex, meaning we're going to pull our toes towards us, right? So we're going to flex, so you feel that on the back of your knee, all right? If it's okay. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can do a bend from the chest, right? We don't want to bend our head down. We want to bend our chest down. So we're going to bend forward. I'm not going to try and touch my toes. Not yet. Right? I'm going to pretend I want to, but I just want to get the back of my leg stretched pretty well. And then come back up and switch sides. Keep another helpful thing is keeping our knees loose, so we're not squeezing our knee, because that changes how the muscles are reacting. So I'm going to bring my toe up, relax my knee, and bend forward slightly, chest up, head up, and you feel this on the very back and under your knee. Now, as you straighten out your knee, if you begin to lock it or you pull your toes back, you'll feel a little bit more on the back of your knee. Again, be careful if you've had surgery or a very sensitive area, okay? Any of the joint areas can be sensitive. One more time on both sides. Just a slight bend forward from the hips. We're not trying to touch our toes yet. Again, other side. Just gentle, just so we can feel where our muscles are and that they're there. And if you want to play around, you can drop your foot forward and do the same thing, and that's going to get a stretch on this side. So let's maybe do that on both sides as well. So we're going to drop our foot forward, bend forward. So now it's on this side of the leg that we're feeling it a little bit more. And switch. This will stretch our calf and all that as well. Awesome. Let's walk a little bit more. And this time we're going to start actually lifting our feet. You can do this still if this feels good, but when you can, start just tapping your toes. Nice and gentle. If you want to get fancy, you can do toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel. Otherwise, just do the toe. Right, and just start lifting up like you're in some mud. Like if you're to step in that pond back there, you'd have to do this to get out. A lot of mud. If you want to launch off, you can, where you push your toe down. Or if you want to keep your foot flat, that's okay too. It's just a different stretch, but whatever works for you guys is fine. Maybe do a mix like we just did, right? So toe and heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel. What I mean by heel, heel is my foot comes up like this as opposed to down like this. So slightly different. If you have foot drop and things like that, it might be a little challenging, but okay. I'm supporting my knees as well. You can just have hands on knees or underneath if you need to get a little bit higher lift. And you can also, there's a place in between this, and that's this, right? Where it's nothing's happening. It's just loose, right? You can do, that's totally okay too. Nowhere to go. So we're going to be walking for a minute. Nice and gentle. And stop. We'll come back to some walking. What we don't want to do is too much walking because our hips, we're not standing up. So our hips can become a little tight. All right, let's go back to upstairs here. All right, now that we kind of warmed up a little bit, I'm going to keep moving my feet. And I'm just going to bring my hands straight in front of me as if I'm carrying a box. All right, medium-sized box, possibly a shoe box, and carry that just for a moment as I walk. All right, we're going to lift up and down and up and down. We stop walking, so if you want to stop walking, that's okay. And up and down. Now we're going to go to our right, to our left, and to our right, and to our left. And then bring our arms down. So we just held a box like this. Now we're going to lift a box like this, right? So we're going to lift up, all the way up, deep breath in, and out to the side. Oops, we dropped the box. Whoa. Now we're going to catch the box. Super slow motion, right? Oh, we caught the box. Awesome. But now we have to lift it back up. Look again. Oops, dropped it. You have to slow-mo catch it again. Deep breath in. Oh, look, caught it. Juggling the box. Coming up like an elevator or escalator. Leaning back slightly and dropping the arms down. All right. Now we're gonna have our hands flat, right? So our palms are facing down as opposed to this. You'll notice a difference in potentially your shoulder where you're feeling this, right? Depending on where your thumb is. So let's bring our arms up and far out to the side and stop. Deep breath in, twist to our left, and now twist to our right. Twist to our left, and twist to our right. And arms back down. So if you have something in your way, I have a table here, I have a table here, you have a pretty solid piece of wood here, just do the best you can. There's no, what we don't want to do is, but we want to be mindful that we're not just whamming into anything, right? So if you have something like this, just be aware of it, go around it, no big deal, or adjust your chair to where you need it to be. So if you have some of that, something around you like a computer desk or something, no big deal. All right, so let me see. So we lifted boxes, carried boxes. Let's see. Oh yeah. So let's bring our feet back out in front of us. I have to remember I don't really write stuff down, but I have to remember what sequence I wanted to do, and sometimes I forget. So if it gets out of order, it's okay too, as long as we do the warm up first and the cool down. All right, so we're gonna have our feet in front of us, all right, and just gonna work on our knees a little bit. And just grabbing, it's like a bear claw. If that doesn't work for you, bring your knees out, or bring your feet out a little bit more so your knees are super soft, and just rub them with your palms. That works too. People, if you've people who've had surgery, that can be a little bit intense. Got any hardware in there? So you can also we just want to get some blood flow to the knees, right? And on this side as well. So I like to use the heel of my palm because there's a little bit more give, right? So now keep your legs kind of slightly extended, right? We're just going to come up, nice deep breath in, and fold forward from our hips, keeping our chin up and our head up, our chest slightly up, so we just don't want to be pushed over like that. We want to have control. And if you need to, I'm going to adjust my seating position. I'm going to slide a little bit forward so I can bend over a little bit more, keeping my chest up. Doesn't have to go all the way down. Don't have to go all the way down, right? You just want to start feeling this a little bit more in the back of your legs, right? Deep breath in. Let's come back up and relax. And go one more time, down a couple more times actually. And you can do one of a couple of ways. We can do what we just did, where we kind of come out easy at the bottom, or we can hold this a little bit more straight. Deep breath in, go a little bit deeper as we exhale. And inhale, we're going to come back up straight. And come back out to the side like we started. Okay. And one thing is, depending on the chair you're in, is going to make a difference. If you're in a padded chair, if you're in a chair like the one I'm in that has no padding, if you're in a wooden chair, that's going to make a difference on how you sit, and that's okay. Just be aware of that, and hopefully everything's okay. We're going to lift up, deep breath in, reach back slightly, exhale as we come forward. If you want, you can go as far as you can. Just be careful, be mindful, keep your chin up. Let your arms keep going and go down with them as they go, if you can. All right? It's not always easy to do that. Depends on the day. Depends on how you slept, what you had for breakfast, all kinds of stuff. What's in your belly right now? And release. Come back up and release. Nice and slow. All the different factors. It's like an algebra equation. you know, how our body feels sometimes. Well, I did this, so that did that, and this, that, and the other. So we just have to be gentle with ourselves in those occasions. All right, let's come back up. Nice deep breath in, reach back. Stay here for a second. Exhale, nice inhale in. Exhale, we're just going to fall forward. When I say fall, I mean fold. Nice and gentle, controlled. You come down, down, down. Down, go as deep as you can. This time you can let your head dip a little bit, but be mindful. As we come back up, you might be a little lightheaded when we let our head dip like that. That's why we tend to not do it when we come down to the side. We just don't want to do it in a quick, like jerky way because of our blood flow, right? So we want to just be gentle when we're going forward, making sure that our head's not down all that long. It's okay to have it bend a little bit, but just not too much. One last time. Arms come up. Hold for a second. Exhale. Inhale. And fold forward. Be here for a moment. Start releasing the back a little bit. Come back up slowly. Nice deep breath coming back up. And to the side. So we're going to do this one more time a little bit later. But I wanted to just get an initial shoulder stretch going out this way. What we'll do now is we'll work on our lower back to ease that up a little bit, and maybe we can get a little bit deeper in our bend. All right. So let's just take our arm, let it come over, just let it sit here, catch it, hold it, cradle it. We're just gonna raise up and down. We're not gonna do it from the shoulder. I'm having my hand move my arm up and down. So this shoulder is doing the work. This shoulder is getting the benefit. All right. Just let this hand be really loose. Manipulate it around. All right. Gonna let it slide down. Same thing on this side. We're not squeezing. We're just holding. This shoulder does a little bit of work, very low, right? It's this one that's doing. I move my hand to manipulate the up and down. Up and down. Nice. And let it release nice and slow. I'm going to bring my right arm up and do a twist over to my left-hand side. Deep breath in, exhale and release. Left arm up, twist over to the right. This will help start opening up our lower back and release slowly. One more time. Right hand side comes up, over to the left, extending the shoulder as far as we can, as best we can. If you need assistance, that's okay. If you need help getting it over, totally okay. Deep breath in, a little deeper twist as we exhale. Inhale and release slowly to the right hand side. Come back to the left. Inhale up. Exhale over to the side. Knife chop. Over to the side. Do a twist as best you can. Keeping our neck straight. Inhale, exhale, and release. I'd like to do some neck stretches to help, again, the upper part of our shoulders. So we're just going to do our chin forward, keeping our chest up, to the left, back, to the right, and reverse when we get to the bottom. And reverse when we get to the bottom. Nice and slow coming back. Reverse again. Inhale in, one last time around. Nice and slow. When we get to the bottom, let's bring our head back up. Deep breath in. We just moved a bunch of, I don't know if you felt it as much or not as much, but that can get you, we can get a little lightheaded when we do that as well, because we're releasing, there's a lot of nerves and everything's, I mean, obviously coming from here. So there's all the nerves run through this area, through our neck. So that's why when we do that, we have to be gentle and really slow. All right. I'm going to bend my neck to the left, over to the right. Back to the left. Inhale and exhale. Back to the right. One more time to the left. And back to the right. And center. We're going to go forward and back, nice and slow. And come back to the center. Twist, or turn, I should say, to the left. Chin up. To the right, chin up. Inhale, exhale, to the left. And to the right. Back to the left. And back to the right. Very good. All right. Let's lift our hand up, our right arm. We're going to bend to our left. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale, release slowly. Inhale, we're going to come up. Exhale to the right. We're just bending. We're getting all the lungs and all that, and our back nice and stretched out. If you want, you can spin your wrist around and see how that makes it feel, and release. One more time. Inhale up. Over to the right. We'll come back to the right as we exhale. Inhale. You can also, with the bend, you want to keep our chins up. Exhale. Right side one more time. And over. And release. And this time I'm going to keep my chin forward. And just bend. I can't go this far if I don't feel sometimes if I turn my head. All right. And come back down. One more time on the left. One more time on the right. All right. Very good. Bring our arms back out, and we're going to just spin around. So this helps our lower back. So inhale and exhale. And back. All right. Your arms down. All right. Let's do shoulder shrugs. So I'm just going up and back on one side and up and back on the other. Keeping our chest up. All right. Now side to side. So it's easier if our hands are here, it seems. We can have them here if you'd like. We're here. This one up and down. Drop. So up and drop. Up and drop. And now forward and back. As if we're trying to get our shoulders to be back and our chest as wide as we can. So forward and back. Now back and forward. And then forward and back. And back and forward. All right. And take my elbow and do something where I don't use any part of this part of my arm, my forearm or my hand. I just lead with my elbow, right? Because that will get a different manipulation than when we're using the rest of our arms. So just, we have wings, so we're just going to go out with the wings. Same on this side, on the left side, leading with the elbow. Go in and out. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Gentle though, like nothing too crazy. And you can go slow. Some people like to go fast. Some people like to go slow. Set your own pace. Okay. And back. Very good. Let's do both at the same time. It's a different feeling. So we come up and around. And this helps to get under the shoulder blade a little bit, where sometimes we can't reach. So this helps. All right, very good. Let's go. We're going to grab a seatbelt and pull the seatbelt down. And our left hand side. Right hand side. And left hand side. And all right, very good. One arm comes in front. We're going to open the door as we come across, like a big screen door. And we're going to do this a couple ways. We're going to open with our palm facing us. Okay. Starting on the left, and then one with our palm facing up, sorry, across like this, and one with our hand facing, let me see, we did down. Did we do down yet? I don't think so. And then one where our palm is down. Other side. We'll start with the palm down, come across, come back, palm down. Then our thumb will be up as we go across. And then one with our palm up and across. All right. Same thing again on the left. So our palm is down and we come across. Our thumb is up and we come across. And our palm is up and we come across. Right side. Palm is down, come across. Thumb is up, coming across. Palm is up, thumb is coming, we're coming across. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Let's relax for a second. Nice. Very, very good. I'm going to have a quick drink of water. So let's take a quick break. We've been working somewhat hard today. While I'm taking my drink though, since I need my arms, I'm going to keep my legs moving. All right. Remember we were walking a little bit earlier. Let's do that again. Just going to walk, walk, walk. Is there a handsome puppy dog behind me? His name's Charlie, if you can see him. I don't know if you can see him in the background. Just went for a swim, it looks like, near the red chairs there. Yeah, that's him. He's a good boy. It's his first time in the country near a pond. And he likes to swim. I forgot to tell him to make a visit. Come over and say hi to you guys. All right, so just keep walking. All right. Deep breath in and exhale. And slow down. Start slowing down a little bit. Do another forward bend. So we're going to come back into a seated position that's a little bit closer to the front of the chair. Just make sure you're in a safe space. We're just going to come up, nice deep breath in. And let's go forward. All right. Hopefully your back is a little bit more open than it was the first time. Keeping our chin up, our chest up. Deep breath, we're going to come back up. Come back to the side. Let's go back up. Lean back slightly, forward bend. Keep your eyes in front of you so you can see. And we're going to come back up, nice and slow. One more time. Come up and come down. Stay here for just a second, keeping our chin up. It feels good sometimes when we're here, if it's okay and you don't, and you feel you have pretty good balance, just to kind of move around. This will really get the lower back, right? If it's okay, if you need to come back up, please do. Right? Nice and slow. Nice deep breath as we come up. Right? Do it together. Arms come up. And exhale as we release. Awesome. Very, very good. Hopefully that felt pretty good for you guys. I'm going to take my leg and then lift it up. And just let my knee swing. And while I'm doing this, I'm using my leg weight to help pull my arms, right? So it pulls my shoulders a little forward. Try to stay balanced and our chin up and our chest up. My chin tends to be down because I'm looking at the camera and the screen. but really we should have our chest and chin up. And release. Let's go the other side. Deep breath in. So this is like using your body weight to help lift. Up. Right. If you want, you can swing your leg back and forth. Get your knee moving a little bit. And down. So you might feel that a little bit in your shoulders. Okay. Let's go up one more time with our arms. This time we're going to come down, but we're going to come down. We're not going to go all the way down. We're just going to go to our left and get a little back stretch here. Deep breath, release slowly. Just let your right arm just come back to its natural place. And go up one more time. Same thing on the going to the right. So our left arm is on our right leg. All right, nice deep breath in and exhale. Come across. Both arms up, coming to our left. This is a slight twist, not all the way, right? And a bend, right? So what we'll do, let's try again. Restart, come up. We're going to bend forward and twist at the same time. Right? Just be gentle. I'm not going to stay here for too long. Come back up. While you're up, go to your left. Go to your right. Sorry. Sweep. Come back up. Nice deep breath in. Over to the left. Leading with the right. Coming back up. Over to the right. Left touches. Bend forward slightly. Come back up. Deep breath in and back to the center. All right. That's a nice kind of, it's almost like a canoe action. Right? We're coming over. If you're in a canoe and an oar, you would come over like this. A little bit slower, probably, and more relaxed. But that's kind of the motion that we're going for if you need kind of a visual to help. All right. So we have a few minutes left. Let's start just warming down. I'm going to start just do a little bit more walking. And a deep breath in as we slow down. All right. Let's close our eyes and start kind of getting back in our chair. If you have a firm back on your chair, maybe get up to it and then lean forward slightly. Nice deep breath. And exhale. Time to relax. Time to relax. We're just going to let our arms drop. Inhale and exhale. So keep your eyes closed. Yeah, let's just relax. Nothing to do. The only thing there might be to do is if you wanted to put a nice intention. It's a little bit later in the class, but if you want to have an intention or mantra that you call upon, that you would be useful for you, certainly put that into the forethought of your mind. Nice deep breath in and exhale. We've done some eye exercises before. If it's helpful, we can certainly do them a couple times. I think today, maybe just keep our eyes closed and you can just circle your eyes however you see. If you want to, however feels best. If you want to do a figure 8, that's great. That works. That can make you a little dizzy though, so just be careful with a figure 8, or if you go around in circles too fast, right? So what we want is to keep it nice and relaxed. So maybe one rotation, full eye rotation every 5 seconds. So if you can imagine the slowest figure eight possible in your eyes, that will be beneficial to you and not get you dizzy. But whatever you feel works for you, if you want to keep your eyes still, that's awesome. I was going to kick my legs out a little bit. Hands on my thighs, nice deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Try to relax a little bit deeper if you can. Inhale and exhale. Nice. So let's start coming back into our bodies. And we can do this by just start moving our knees a little bit and our feet and our hands, and drop to the side. Squeezing our hands together to a nice gentle piano, kind of how we started, same thing. And same thing with our legs, just bringing them back into a position where if we need to stand up, we could. And coming forward again in our chair. I haven't opened my eyes yet. My eyes are still closed. I'm familiar with my surroundings, so I just want to keep them closed for a little bit longer. Take a couple more deep breaths in, just get back into my body, and exhale. On the next exhale, we're going to start blinking our eyes to wake up a little bit. Be gentle because the sun is bright, light is bright, depending on where you're at. Start waking up. Blinking, blinking, blinking. Nice deep breath in. It's nice just to take a little tiny break. Nothing too much so we don't fall asleep. Depending on where you're at, time might be later in the day or earlier. So yeah, so I'm just going to pump my legs just a little bit more, just to wake up my body again. Do some arm twists, right? Relaxing, getting back kind of to the place we started. Nice soft landing. I like to rub my hands together, make the magic. Nice deep breath. Get my hands warm again. Because all the movement we lose blood flow when our arms are up. So get our hands warmed up again. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here this week. And I hope to see you guys again next Thursday at 10:45. And between now and then, I hope you have some good times. And please feel free to share some of what's going on with you in the chat. If you have any good news or sad news, fine too. But if you have any good news to share, any positive things, please do so in the chat, in the comments, if you're watching this on YouTube. And hope everyone has a lovely and great rest of the week and weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Thank you.